cry. Can this feeling free?
Dude, what the heck just happened? It crashed my entire Firefox. What? I just... My music's gone. Gotta go get my music again. Dang it, man. How do I just like get that back? How do I get the mix I was listening to back? It was just a mix. Wait, maybe there's like it's maybe. I have no music. No music for me. I'm good music. What if I just type in felt mix? Maybe that'll work again. Nope. It ate my thing. I made a playlist. It ate my playlist. Dude, I'm so mad. This sucks. I just wanted to listen to felt. Maybe it's in my browser history. Yeah. Goodbye. This? They give me the mix back? Yeah, I got the mix back. Okay, we're back online. We're back online. Everything's fine. Okay, I mute again. I don't know what the heck that was. It just all exploded. Okay, I'm locking.
It started with a stolen grace. It followed with a silent chase. I'm burning with a any downside. On my sacred past, it is baby, and I cross headed to the message. Getting loaded to the forces of security. Before I could realize it's not happening so suddenly. Look at the beat. Every time I try to look away, I can't help but beat. I can't resist the way you smile. I can see how the way I feel about you. I just can't change. So this is a back and kiss. It's just you feel without shame. And the reason I just don't know away. There's nothing there. Yes, I know that it's true.
Voice jump scare. Yo, this song is like one of my favorite songs ever. Okay, lock in.
Don't mind the pain. In the head, it might be somewhere straight. You're not alone. Now all you all just break away. Even if you don't fall apart, you know you're still inside my heart. So life is hard. You opened up your head. Wish you were mine, but I totally hard inside. I don't know when I see the cat, it went away. I don't know when I see the cat, it went I don't know when I see the love you once again. I become just a present. Now so you're mad at night, and I realize I have improved your wings. This gravity is crashing me. To exist, no care, and so much that falls on me. No matter how or when I shout, I wonder if I can be heard. 目を閉じていても体にそっと染み込む月明かりはなぜかここだけなんだ。守りたい空が一つある。新しい世界が僕の全て飲み込んで美しい青の色、両手を広げる。少ししびれたこの腕抱きしめ微笑んでいた。たった今頃数秒前確かめて眠る。The place which is never changing, the place where it can be seen that is 涙が幻想を作り出す夜が心を追って迎えてく。視界を塞いだまとわりついた頼りのない雫がそっとこの地に落ちた。色づいた空を見つめてた。一瞬で世界を変える想いを乗らせよう。夢から夢へと伸ばした足が歩み出して溶け始めてく静寂の中動き出す時を感じたわ。心を感じていられる。恥じたいと目を閉じていても体にそっと染み込む月明かりはなぜかここだけなんだ。守りたい空が一つある。新しい世界が僕の全て飲み込んで一つの夜いくつの夢を見ていたのだろう。燃えけていく不自然な光景。一つの夜いくつの夢を見ていたのだろう。長いようで妙に短かった心の中に会いたい人に会えなかった。夢に少し疲れて見渡した部屋は物悲しかった。さよならも告げられずに失った君と出会える場所を見つけ出したい。当てのない小さな世界でなくしたから苦い思い出も美しく傷にいるのずっと分かっていたのに。手を伸ばせば欲しいものすべて掴めるような気がしたのは隣に君がいたから。道の端っこで佇んだ僕を横目に映して一人また一人つまらない目で足早の音はなぜかぶつかることなく冷たく街へ溶け込んでいく。混ざり合った 美しく消えずにいるのずっと分かっていたのに手を伸ばせば欲しいものすべて掴めるような気がしたのは出会いだから混ざり合った して腐りゆく人を屍を覚えて今打ち鳴らすシャドウが世界は砕く朝焼けが追いつく前にぐしゃぐしゃに割れた歌で構わない天国をそこまで始めようってざまの真実は隠せして悩み続けた先には芽生え狂い咲く音を帰り道捨て今打ち鳴らすシャドウが世界は砕く
Hello. A little bit of a voice jump scare. Phrase? I tried to do it like a radio host, you know? You like take the volume down a little bit first. Hello everyone. Cobalt! Literally perfect timing. This is the first time I've literally talked all stream. Cobalt, how'd the rest of your stream go? I saw you playing some... It looked like Minecraft. I don't remember what it was called, but you mentioned it to me before. Cobalt, I can't wait for us to collab on like Peak or something. I'm very excited. Vintage story, that's right. How you doing, man? How's your stream? How are you? Cobalt is my... Cobalt, it might be your favorite streamer's favorite streamer. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I had so much fun. That's awesome. Cobalt, are you gonna stream Silk Song, by the way? Sisyphus gained me? Oh no. One must imagine the Cobalt happy. So scared the first night. That's valid. I get that. Returned to human legs and got his voice and tail back. It's true, my voice is back. It's very nice. It's very nice that I can talk again. I missed it. I do think I like really love the locking in streams though. Like I think I'm gonna keep doing that for a while because I really enjoy it. We're getting a lot of stuff done. It's actually insane. You wanna see the game right now, Cobalt? This one's for you. I'm gonna play this one for you. Wait, there's none of the upgrades are on. Hold on. Back up. Player stats. I'm just gonna give us everything. Yeah, we unlocked that. Of course, we unlocked that too. Why not? And I'm gonna set this to be 50% for both of these. That way we can see the attacks. All right. Look, we have special attacks now. You can maybe get one of these going, and then maybe you can also get one of these going. That's literally perfect. It did one of each. Literally perfect. Okay, I'll put these back. Yeah, you got different attacks now. There you go. The last upgrade we need to do is the gate shooting. So there should be an ability for you to shoot gates to upgrade them to get more characters and stuff. And the way I want it to work is like you shoot the gate and it like fills up a bar on the gate. So I'm going to use I don't know if a shader is the right way of doing it. Probably, but I'm not very good at shaders, so I don't know exactly how to do it yet. But something you shoot the gate, and as you shoot the gate, it like levels up the amount of characters you get. I don't know if I actually like am in love with that idea, because it doesn't scale super well. I might actually skip it and just say like gate spawning cooldown. No, I think it's a fun mechanic. I think I'm gonna keep it because I think it's a fun thing to do. Keep hearing Cobalt instead of Cobalt. No, he's a Cobalt. Cobalt Sterling, not Kobold Sterling. But Kobold Sterling is probably like your NPC name if you were in a D&D campaign or something. Yeah, this is coming along. What's left to do? We want to do the gate upgrades. We need to also like go to a new level. And I need to build a bunch of levers for the like scaling of how the game works. So like when you beat a level, I want to obviously spawn like a tougher boss in the next one and more enemies and like on a longer timer or whatever. I think I kind of have it here, but I need to figure out all of the like levers I need to put into the game. You make the words sound the same. I'm sorry. Honestly, I also hear kobold. Cobalt. Okay, I hear it actually. It's my Midwest accent. I'm sorry. I transform every vowel into an A-E sound, and when I say water bottle, I know that there's no D's present at all, but I'm gonna fire them off with water bottle, okay? I don't know how to do a T letter. It's just not in my vocabulary. Incapable. I never learned how to say it. A water bottle. I'm gonna go get a bag. Maybe later we can go outside and play some tag. It's funny because my name, my fake name of Alex gets transformed in the Midwest to Alex. Like you know, like the Aether character that you see it sometimes in like video games, like the IE noise. And it becomes Alex. Yeah. Alex, yeah. Midwest accent, dude. It's so funny. I still have a little bit. I also have a little bit of a like Texas accent now that I have. Like just a little smidgen of a Texas accent creeps in. Like I use y'all a lot now too. But yeah, you want to yeah. Rivals of Alex. That's the next game after this one. Rivals of Alex. Oh man. It's good. It's good. I don't know how to make that character, but I like that character a lot. That's my game studio name. Alex. Also reset the day since Doc's timer or whatever. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so what's left to do? Finishing the power-up thing, replacing some textures. Clean up the tween release thing is super minor. It's like a one-line change. Balancing, I need to build all the levers. Multiple gates spawning at once. We also need negative gates. A game over screen, a main menu screen. Enemies playing death animation on Q free. That's actually pretty simple too. That's like a one-liner, I think. Switch mouse input to touchscreen, emulated inputs, and we also need to create the player movement circle thing like that you see in Genshin or other games. But like the gameplay loop is getting pretty close to being wrapped up here. Oh, I want to replace the background with like a parallax background as well. I think I have that in Sauce. Yeah, replace the HP bar. We need the on-hit visual. We need a background scroll. So it says Meisaka, so we must listen. We need sound effects for the shots, the hits, and the gate upgrade. Music, I think Pyom is cooking something up for the music. And then fix damage tween overlap. I don't know what this means. Fix damage tween overlap. Fix damage tween overlap. Does anyone know what I meant by this? Listen, if it comes back up again, I'll write it again. There you go. And then move towards player and range. So I want the characters, maybe, I'm not actually 100% sold on this yet. I want the characters to sort of like move towards your character and not just like move in a straight line across the thing. The problem is if that's too intense of a movement, you could just stand in the center of the screen and never shoot. So I don't actually know if this is a good mechanic or not. We'll see. As it stands right now, if they just get close enough to the edge, they can like just start swinging and you'll lose characters, which is like, that's fine too. It's not really that big of a deal. So we'll see about that one. I have a question mark towards it. Yeah, towards. Yeah. Move towards Alex. No, he's stacking the debuffs, brother. Okay. Alright, so that kind of sums up everything we have to do. The next thing is the gate upgrades. And then I want to do the level stuff. As in, like, when you complete a level, it goes to the next level. Then I want to do the levers for, like, scaling. And if we can do all of that, we just need menus, and the game is, like, testable. So I'll put an APK in the Discord at that point so people can test it out. And put the itch version up so people can, like, go test it. Then, we can start adding some sauce. So I think that's the way I want. Oh, we need the gate We need to change how the gates spawn too. Which kind of means the gate upgrade should maybe wait until after this, but there's also, this is a tricky one because this can get exponential really fast. Like, imagine a world where I say for every 10 times you shoot a gate with an arrow, the gate gains +1 character. If you have 5 characters, that means you have to shoot the gate twice, right? Now you have 6 characters, which means you only have to shoot the next gate like 1.8 times, right? Like, it can get out of hand really fast if you let it keep like upgrading. So I need some sort of like curve that moderates that upgrade speed, because I can't just let it do it raw. I need some sort of lever for that too. That's the idea. Yeah, I want you to like scale exponentially. Like, I want the change in acceleration, but I don't want so many characters on your screen that your like phone gets hot. Right? So I need to like balance. I need to be kind of careful about how I want to balance out that that stuff specifically. It's a little bit tricky, but I think, like I said, when I have people test it, hopefully some people have like, don't take this personally, hopefully some people have like shittier phones, because that's really when you can test optimization. I mean, my iPhone's kind of on its last legs anyways, so. Pay to win, the game is free. You literally cannot pay to win. There's zero, you can pay, the game literally, you cannot pay for the game. Actually, you can. There'll be a paid version, but it's the exact same. It's just if you want to support me, you can buy the paid version, but the free version is completely free. No ads, no nothing. You can just go play the game. I don't fuck with any of that other. All right. We're not doing that other stuff here. Okay. So that's all the stuff we have to do. I'm going to work on the gate stuff next. So we're going to do that. I think I'm going to lock back in. I do need to get dinner at some point too. What time is it right now? 11:29. Okay, I can stream for a little bit longer. I think I can get another good block in. So I'm going to... the paid version has ads in it. It's if you really want to support me, yeah. Like before I clicked watch ad button and it's just a link to someone on Twitch called Skygrate. Oh my god, wait, that's a poke patter. Why did I not think of that? I need to link Twitch in the game, obviously. How did I not think about that? You can click it, like, I'll click a button like watch an ad to get a reward. The reward is nothing, but it just links to my stream. That's so clever. How did I not think of that? I love that. I do want to have a thing where it's like in the game too, there'll be like a menu where it's like, hey, the game is free, you can keep playing, but if you want, you can buy the paid version. And I want the pop-up of the, like, on, so you're like playing the game and then this pop-up comes up, right? And the top text says, there's a paid version, if you're enjoying this game, there's a paid version on the App Store if you want to support me in making more free games like this, right? And the top button will be like, okay. And if you click this button, it'll take you to the App Store where you can buy the paid version if you want. And then I want the bottom button to clip out of your phone and just like pop the fuck off. Be like, how dare you even insinuate that I should like be obligated to pay for a game that you insisted was free in the App Store? Like, it is unreasonable. Like, it just there's so much text, it just clips off of the bottom of your phone. And it's still like a functional button. So your options are to click, it'll be like pay for game, and then it'll just like, does Apple charge per app? Nope. Nope, you can just list free apps on the App Store, it's totally fine. Totally fine, I don't get charged. We're not using Unity here, so I don't get like a runtime fee or anything. Yeah. Okay, so that's future stuff. I don't need to do that right now. That's not even like in my chain of priority right now. The most important thing is get the game like testable so people can try it, fix bugs, make the YouTube video for it, and then like get everything released on the App Store and everything. That's the main objectives. After that, we can be cheeky with menus and stuff. Yeah. Can leave an hour late for a stream? If it isn't Beans McSprout, my favorite subscriber. Hello. Game FAQs message board, post in a UI button. Yeah. Yeah, you get it. Okay, I need to order dinner because I didn't go to the store today because I was dissociating. But I need to order dinner, and then I need Actually, not really hungry though is the problem. And then I need to lock in and get the gates upgrades done. So let's do that part next. The problem with the gate upgrade is I need to load it into the player stats, which means the gates need a reference to the player that they'll use to determine like when the next wave of gates spawn. That's kind of awkward, but I think it's okay. Dinner, yeah, I need to eat dinner, but I just I'm not hungry at the moment. I don't know why. Okay, well I assume at some point I will become hungry, so. Oh no, the mix is running out of felt, so it's going like into weird territory. Wait, what? Why is Trackmania 2 Lagoon OST number 1 Thunder on this? Huh? Imagine a feature where it's like watch an ad to play a game and instead it's just a button that takes you to your stream and the game essentially locks itself when you're streaming. That's so evil, but I kind of love it. No, I don't want there to be any, like, the whole thing that I hate about ads is that like, it interrupts the gameplay experience. So I don't want any, like, ads or anything. I will put something on, like, the, like main menu or something, but, yeah. Just installed Godot on my Debian, now I'm going to learn it. Hey, congratulations, welcome to Godot. So glad to have you, I hope you enjoy the engine. Okay, let me update my tracker thing. Locked in yapping at 1:15. Okay, so we're gonna go for another. How much time? I will talk again at 12:15. I think we'll talk again at 12:15. I'm gonna lock in again. Yeah. Okay. I also have to play ads on Twitch. I apologize. If I don't, Jeff Bezos will break into my house and beat my kneecaps up with a bat. Is it PM or AM there? It's PM here. It's almost midnight. Yeah. Alright, ads and then coding. So yeah. Sorry for ads. I apologize. I have to click the button.
keep it trying, trying. I should just stay louder, fight to be harder. I'll be go on high on the feeling. Can't see behind it. I love the world, I love passing. I feel it, and I'm strong. I'm going further, no one to feel the darkness. I can fly beyond the destiny horizon forever. Now I'm breaking through the tempest. Inside my job, no need to take. I've been waiting through all my life, but today I'm buried away. In the end, just my empty face. Something new is every passing day. The floor is so light, the depth is so behind. Look out in my mind, the soul is amplified. Can just see the fire, the sun is in the night. And so I become above the death. It's not a game, I'm not a robot, and I challenging you. I'm not a phantom, I'm in your face and I'm here to see it through. Right before your eyes, what just multiply? Got the glimmer right, it's time. As the power grows, try to stop the shows. Like the squiggle drive, stop time. So you know that we out there, swatting lines in the making. Can't move fast, we not breaking. Can't hold on our life for change. And our voices ring out, yeah. Took the mask off to be free. Falling out in the debris. Now we know that love will change. And in a shame, I'm not a big man of your ill and not mine. I'm just as real as, I'm just as dangerous as you, so know you're fine. Make up your mess, fight in every breath, fight inside your head, your heart, and as a grateful friend, try to fight in vain. Your and I will fall apart. And you know we were out there, swatting lines in the making. Going hard for the taking. Can't hold on our life for change. And our voices ring out, yeah. Took the mask off to be free. Falling out in the debris. Now we know that love will change.
What they want from me, 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 want from me. What they want from me, want from me, want from me. What they want from me, want from me, want from me. What they want from me, 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 want from me. I got them techniques, bitch, let them take me.
voice jump scare. Sorry, everyone. Stockton, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How was your stream? I was a little locked in. I wasn't yapping much. Sorry for the jump scare, everybody. I was on my mute. Yeah, voice jump scare. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare anybody. Hi everybody, welcome in. I'm making mobile slop. You know that? Let me explain what's going on here. I was recently scrolling through, I don't know, YouTube or Instagram, something, and I saw an advertisement for a game. And the game was that you're like a little dude on a bridge, and you shoot down the bridge at the enemies. And there's gates that let you like level up your dude, right? And I was like, you know, I know it's mobile slop, but honestly, this game kind of looks fun, right? It kind of like just like a fun little time killer, right? So I go to look up the game, right? I go to look up the game. The game is called Age of Origins. Okay. I go to the website, and before I can even download the game, before the game can even enter my phone, the first thing that I see is the official website purchase center. The discounts are higher than in-game purchases. Purchase to get more discount. I don't own the game. The game isn't even on my phone. There is no in-game purchase that can even happen yet. So out of curiosity, I clicked go now, right? It takes you immediately to a payment page where it says the rebate event ends in 1 day and 8 hours, which, by the way, it refreshes every time you refresh the page. This isn't the first time I'm doing the bit. But also, if you purchase now, you get a first purchase bonus of 50. 50 what? I don't know the answer to such questions, okay? It's just 50, you can get 50 for free. Whatever. Again, we haven't even downloaded the game yet. So, I'm already like halfway to crashing out when I realize if you download the game, you see the ad here? That's not what the game is. The game, none of this is in the game. The entire game, let me see if I can find it. It's not mindless like shoot zombies on a bridge. It's freaking Sim City on your phone. Like none of this is the real game. This is the game. You have little buildings, and it's Clash of Clans, and you just wait to upgrade them, or you swipe a piece of plastic to upgrade them faster. So I'm like, okay, so not only can I not even like download the game without first getting an advertisement to pay for in-game currency for the game I don't even own yet, if I did download the game, I wouldn't even get to play the game that's in the advertisement. And so I'm like 100% in crash out territory when I kind of realized like, wait a moment, I make video games. If they don't want me to play their video game, I could just make the game I want to play. So I'm making a mobile slop Gates game, and it's actually just the Gates game. You can just play this like the fun version of the game I wanted to play in the first place. And of course, to spice it up, we added some roguelike elements because you can't have we can't be making games in modern year without an element where you have to pick between one of three things. So that's what we're working on. We're working on right now I'm working on some upgrades that you can get at the end of the level where you can like shoot the gate to make the gate number go up faster. False ads are so common in mobile games. I know. And it's making me mad because like clearly the false version of your game is more fun than the real version of your game, or you would just advertise the real version of your game. So like I'll just make the thing that doesn't exist, and I'll just yoink that and make that a game. You know, it's a Skygrade game if it has upgrades or idle mechanics. I learned from the best, all right? So I'm making this game, and hopefully it'll be done by like the end of the week, and I'm just gonna throw it on the App Store so anyone can go play this game. There's no ads. You can't have a first time. There's no in-app purchases, so I can't offer you a free 50 for your first purchase. Offer expires in 1 day and 8 hours. So I apologize. You can have a free 50 if you download the game. So that's good. I'll start you off with 50 somethings. Can I buy NFTs in the game? Yeah. If Yeah, you can buy NFTs in the game, but they work a little bit differently in my game than on the real blockchain. If you buy an NFT in my game, what it does is it generates an Excel spreadsheet on your phone and then inserts into that a random string of letters and numbers. And the fun part is, explain to me the difference between that and an NFT. It's all, I mean, just mathematically, it's equally as like non-fungible, right? That thing is random, right? It's based on like the clock speed or possibly the distance that the Earth is from the moon right now. So you cannot funge another one. It was generated completely randomly. Is it on a blockchain? No. Is it on your phone? Yeah. Can the blockchain be on the phone? Yeah. I mean, come on, you know. Difference is that the line go up. Guy with the least hot take ever. I'm just not fucking with crypto, you know? I don't think blockchain is good technology. I think if we want like a database that can have like distributed transactions, you could just go get an RDS instance on Amazon. It costs like $10 a month. Is it distributed? Yeah. Local's the most decentralized thing you can have. True. I also don't buy into the argument that like blockchain is a perfect solution to decentralization, or like is a decentralized solution either, because like you can just, like, if you own 51% of what it's, I'm not here to, people smarter than me know how to tear down crypto better than I do. Man, that just seems dumb. I don't know. I think the idea is for it to belong to nobody, so each person's own local copy, so the RDS Amazon database won't quite work. Yeah, but like the 51% thing is valid criticism. I think that there are legitimate applications for like blockchain. I don't think funny speculative currency is one of them. And I definitely think proof of work is, I don't blame it because it was the first one that came along and like we didn't know what else to do then, but like proof of stake is just clearly a better version of that, where you don't have to like incinerate 0.001% of the Amazon rainforest to like mine a new Bitcoin or whatever. Blockchain's quite wonderful for smart cities, such as what is being done in Estonia right now. I don't know enough about that to comment on it, so I'll just say I'm not really sure. I don't think like blockchain is inherently evil, though. I mean, it's just math, right? At the end of the day. And I think like I've seen some people come up with like interesting applications for like smart contracts and stuff. I mean, the short answer to all of this is that nerds invent new technology that's kind of cool, and then these weird like businessy fucks come in and they just ruin it for everybody trying to make the line go up. Same with AI nowadays. I was just about, you beat me to it, but that's exactly how I feel about AI. So for context, everyone, I'm an AI developer. I have been for a very, very long time. Well, not a super long time, but I would say, not to be a meme, but I would say about 7 or 8 years. And then that's also what I studied in college. And like, it used to be so cool. Like, I remember when I graduated college doing like AI projects that were like how to grow algae better in a lab, how to like detect cancer earlier from like X-ray images. And I'm like, wow, this field has so many cool applications. I can't wait to work on this. And now I go into work every day like, what are we doing, man? We like have like a hiring process where people use AI to make their resumes. People use a tool that like evaluates resumes with an AI, and then like the email is generated with AI to email back the candidate. What the hell? Like, we are just inventing problems that we don't know how to solve by just throwing this technology into like it's literally in things it has no business being in. And like, I will admittedly, LLMs are insanely powerful. for NLP tasks. Let me repeat. LLMs are insanely powerful, and it's the technology is super cool. And if you read the paper, attention is all you need. You think that they are the answer, and they're so powerful at NLP tasks. Now you may have misheard me and thought I said LLMs are so powerful at solving every single problem that's ever existed, which if you have any money in venture capital is what you need to be telling literally every person that's ever existed, when in fact they're just really good at NLP. Like if you need something to generate text, you need something to do like sentiment analysis, you need something to do like text summarization, ChatGPT is your goat for that, right? Like it can absolutely crush that task. Now, if you need something that is like, I don't know, a little more, let's say like code generation, right? You're starting to push the boundary on what constitutes a task that the generative AI is like good at. And then it gets to worse thing like fact checking. Mathematically, like it just is not ever going to be good at that. Like it's that's just not something like in its confines of what it is capable to do. And then you get to like heinous thing like, can I use ChatGPT to vacuum my carpet? And I have to just be like, no. Like it just doesn't. You're so out of bounds of the field of like what this thing could even be reasonably applied to. But now it's like it's in like, oh, what if you have a notebook with AI? It'd be pretty good at fact checking if you have RAGs though. It can be better. Like RAG definitely helps it get to a state where it's like better at fact checking, and you can put guardrails on it to say like, okay, you always need to have some sort of source or something, and like if you want to say something, you need to like go into some vector store and like identify some paper or whatever that has some nicer cosine distance to the thing we're talking about, right? Like you can do that, but you still at no point can you ever be like, okay, this thing is 100% correct. So at no matter what, you're going to need some person to be like fact checking it, in which case that's what we were like, that's the system we already had in place. Like we don't need this extra layer that is 80% good at doing its job when like you still have to do the exact same job anyways, which is fact checking all of the stuff. Now RAG for things like, what action should I take to make this like let's say you have like a business where you're sending out insurance claims, right? And you want to use RAG to say like, give me some batch of things that like I should take extra steps on and tell me what those steps should be so that these insurance claims have a higher likelihood of getting passed, or say that it's good enough as is. LLM with RAG will absolutely dunk on that task. Like it's almost like it was handcrafted for those kind of tasks. So, yeah. LLMs are very good at being overfed on simple example. People can show to hype up the thing while not being actually applicable in practice. Yeah, and like the whole thing with AI and everything is like it's. Actually, I've talked about this at work before, because I straight up told like my team. I'm not going to get into too much information, but my team and my manager, they're like, I do not believe in the product that we're making. I do not believe that it is a good product. As in, I do not believe that it is like a product that is beneficial for it to exist from like a technological point. But I said like to them very candidly, it doesn't matter what I think is a good product, because the thing that sells right now is what we need to build the thing that sells, right? And the thing that sells is put AI in fucking anything that is your phone has AI, your Xbox controller has AI, your mug that you use for tea has AI. Like that is the thing that will sell right now. And if I'm in a company, I'm just there because you pay me and you want me to build things that bring money into the company. So I don't think AI should go in any of this shit at all, but I will build it because that's what you pay me to do, and I will build it because it's profitable for me to build those things for you. Even though I have zero faith that any of these products that we're making, not at my current company, but like in general in the AI field, like zero faith in anything that we're making has a like real value to either customers or the companies that use the AI stuff. I don't think it's real. I think we're gonna crest the hill on generative AI stuff soon, and it'll be like, yeah, I don't want to listen to like a computer that makes music because it's not very good at it. And it, like fundamentally, probably won't ever be good at it, right? I've heard so many takes on crypto and AI on Twitch. There's first time I'm hearing everything's so grounded. I mean, I'm still wrong a lot, and like I've been surprised in both directions with LLM, like with AI in general in the last 10 years or whatever. But so take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I'm not like an expert, but it is like the thing. I read white papers all the time. Well, that's a whole other. Let me say that I used to read white papers all the time, and it's part of my job that I keep up with like AI stuff. But most of the papers that come out now are written with ChatGPT or whatever, and I get so mad when I read parts of papers that are like, this is the line. If you ever see this line in a paper, it's not a real paper. It will say, the model knows that XYZ. The model knows that it's not supposed to be doing that. No, you don't. The model knows nothing. The model is a series of like linear combinations of things. If you use the word know or think or process, like that's not what's going on here. The model doesn't know shit, dude. That's our job, is to like make a model that can process these tasks, but it doesn't know anything. Like, do not anthropomorphize the model. Music AI is getting really good these days. I think so. And this is where like I think the cracks are going to show in like how much I know about generative AI in general, because like I know basically how like Gen AI makes music and stuff, but it's the thing about music is like, and I kind of feel the same way about AI art. I don't care how good it sounds to me, because like the reason people make music and the reason people make art isn't to make a thing that's pretty to look at, or it isn't to make a thing that's like good to listen to. There's intent behind what people do to make that art. So like the song I'm listening to right now is Dematory. This is in an album that's a bunch of Toho covers. They didn't just go like, what if we make a really cool guitar riff? Like, listen to the song. It changes and evolves, and it like has a way of like everything in here is intentional. Like all of the drum hits, all of the like the good stuff that they're playing on the guitar. It's like amazing, and it's like telling a story with the music. And maybe if you don't care about all that, then AI music will sound good to you, and that's okay. We can have like a difference of opinion on this. But like every time I listen to AI music, and you can kind of tell when it's AI gen music still. Maybe at some point in the future I won't be able to, but like when I listen to AI music now, it just feels like advertising music every time. It just feels like, yeah, man, oh, listen to this cool AI song I made. It's like I listen to it and I'm halfway through, I'm expecting the narrator to be like, ask your doctor about Zabraya tribe, and then like start listing side effects. That's what I'm assuming is about to happen when I listen to AI music, because it just sounds so nothing. It's usually in like major chords. It usually doesn't change up that much, and if it has lyrics, they're like, they don't make any sense, or they sort of make sense, but like in a way that like listening to music in a different language that you don't speak makes sense, where you're like, I bet all those words sync up together, but like in actuality that doesn't, like, it's nothing. AI art is a way of communication. I just like, sure, I just like, I don't look at art and be like, wow, my eyes are so stimulated. Like if I look at art, it's because I'm like someone made this thing, and that's what makes it special to me. So like when an AI makes it, I'm kind of like, okay. Neat. No AI, sorry. Oh, art. Oh, all art. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, I agree with you there. Yeah. So AI have this thing where it ends bars early. I mean, that's just like artifacting. So what I don't want to say is like AI music will never sound good, because I don't think that that's true. I think as the models get better and as it digests more data that it probably collected without asking any of the artists or people involved or record labels or whatever, and it just scrapes all the data, hoping that at no point everyone will ever like copy strike it for all the data that it's consuming, and that they'll be able to like profit off of all of the data that they stolen without ever giving royalties to the people they took the music from, or like whatever. But like, I don't think it will always be that like weird advertising vibe. I think at some point like it will get good enough that it's at first glance undiscernible or like indiscernible from regular music. but that illusion will shatter the second I go to like, oh, I like that song, and I click on the artist and it's like not a real person and not a real thing. I'll immediately be like, oh, I don't care anymore. And that's how I feel about it. If you like AI music, I'm not like mad at you. I'm mad at the people that trained the models because they probably did it on stolen data. Like, I'm not mad at you because you like thought a thing sounded cool, right? That's okay. That's totally fine. AI outputs are going to show us a marketable, perfect version of things at some point, which is going to suck. I agree. I think there's like a function collapse that happens with the current AI models where like they make stuff that's too perfect isn't the right word, but like too optimized. There's nothing that like like that's what I'm saying. They're like all in major keys. Like all of the everything's 4/4. Everything is like just the most basic ass music ever because that's like the path algorithm of all music that's produced, right? You like end up on this like weird major chord, somewhat poppy, whatever music, and it's just like it's nothing. It means nothing to me. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, junior developer 2D and 3D editor? Hello. So you know AI had this thing where it ends part. Oh, I already read that. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Hey, major key music almost universally. I'm with you. I just every time a song is only major key, it sounds like an advertisement. Out of a curse, sound like music in the minor key. I think that's just you have taste. That's okay. All these big tech companies are pushing against AI products getting licensed. What's your CC/NC license on all AI creations universally? So, I kind of had a bit about this where it doesn't make sense to be able to copyright the output of AI because like that's just an expression of like the latent space that you okay, I'm going to both piss off people that don't know how AI works and that people that do know how AI works, but like copywriting output of AI is the same as like copywriting the entire search space of the latent space that's contained within the model, which in some certain cases would mean that you can basically copyright every like, let's start with an example. Like let's say you have an AI that outputs like 256 by 256 images. If you can copyright the output of that model, you can theoretically copyright every 256 by 256 image. Like this is a cheap example, yes. And like you could say like, well, a human could also like generate everything and like copyright. Like, yeah, I know what you're. It's not a bulletproof argument, but like, it doesn't make any sense that no one owns the output of an AI because it's like no one owns the latent space. It's all just like random noise. There's nothing. There's no like. It's like, okay, well, are people doing the same thing? No, like I don't think that's a disingenuous argument, but like it just doesn't make sense that you can copyright the output of an AI. It's just like it's like copywriting an equation. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. AI arts, non-music, arguably looks good already. I just have no reason to look at it / be excited about it. It's just a bunch of pixels, whereas it's made by someone, it feels different. 100%. And I don't like. It's hard for me to be like, oh, real art has soul. I don't think that's it. I think it's like real art has intent, or real art has people that I care about making it. And that's what I think I draw from the art. I don't think that that's necessarily true for all people. I think some people are literally just like, it's pretty to my eyes, and that's enough for me. And like for those people, I understand the appeal of AI art a lot more than like someone who understands more of like art and intent and all of those things. But some people will just be like, yeah, it's pretty. And for them, honestly, I'm not trying to ruin their life, right? Like if you just think, oh, the AI like outputted this like princess in a tower and I love it. Like, okay, that's okay with me. I'm not like mad at you. I just think maybe you can expand your worldview a bit. I make a similar argument about like a digital art program. Anything that outputs images though. The argument about the copyright and latent space. I agree. Like I'm saying, it's not like a bulletproof argument. To say like, oh, you could just copyright everything, because like you could do that already. But I think like it's a difference in kind when you're like, making that. I think it's a disingenuous argument to be like, oh, a human can do the same thing. Like, yeah, but as soon as they copyright two images in the court, like they're gonna be like, no, you can't copyright 5,000 images that are all 1 pixel different. It's stuff, so it shouldn't be monetized, period. I do agree that like basically I haven't seen any like generative AI model that was trained ethically. And if you still, if you steal stuff, like, yeah, you should just not be able to be monetized, period. There are some examples that I can think of now. Like, I think the original, like, anime face generator from, like, years ago was trained on all data that it had rights to and stuff. And, like, it does make it better. I think it can lead to cool projects where, like, a group of, like, 50 animators come together where... And they all make, like, weapons, right? And they each make, like, 50 pixel art weapons that are, like, 16 by 16. And you feed this into a giant generative AI program. And they tag all of their images and stuff. And then you can use that AI program to be like, I need a ice sword. And it'll just generate you an ice sword or, like, 10 ice swords that you can pick from. And if you use that, the artists that made the original data set get royalties. I think that that's actually kind of cool. I think that that's, like, a perfectly reasonable implementation of AI where, like, the people that made the training data get paid, the people that, like, run the model, they get paid, and you get to use a model that can generate tons and tons of things based on the, like, information of the, like, basically, well, again, I'm going to piss off both sides here, but, like, based on, like, basically the vector encodings of, like, the images that get put into the, you know what I'm saying. But, like, yeah, I think there are ways to do this ethically. Like, I'm not anti-AI, obviously. I like AI. Like, I studied AI and I build AI. I like AI. I think it can have real applications that are good. I hate tech bros and business people coming into my field where we were doing cool and important work and being like, fuck that. What if we put AI in your tea? And then, like, sells it for trillions of dollars. That's what makes me mad. That's what I hate about AI. And I also hate using AI as a blanket to be like, we're firing workers because we don't need as many people because we have AI. That's not real. In fact, like, let me see if I can put Reuters study AI programming. I'm just going to pull this up. Yeah. This should be, like, sent on blast to every, like, tech CEO. It's basically, they did a study at Reuters, I think, where, like, people, experienced senior devs that were using AI feel like they code faster and in practice code slower, which makes, if you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Because if you use AI, it is so fast to make code. And it almost even does it correctly, which is almost worse than just being shit. Because if it's shit, then you just, like, rewrite the code yourself. AI code will be, like, 60% correct, and you'll be able to spot, like, 20% of the mistakes, and 20% of the mistakes will just randomly explode later. So it slows the whole thing down. Like, the whole process is getting slowed down by using these, like, LLMs for code gen and stuff. There will not be an LLM, like, coder. I don't think, like, within our lifetime. I could be wrong on that, but, like, I don't think this field is fine. I think some fields get hit a lot harder than others, obviously. I'm not saying, like, AI won't take anyone's job. I hate that it can take your job. I think it should be, like, illegal for it to do that. I think it's a bad application of AI, but a lot of open source, open weight Gen AI that uses ethically sourced data. That's great to hear. I'm legitimately, like, happy to hear that. Like I said, I can't keep up as much with AI research because 90% of all of the papers that come out are just random bullshit that someone put into ChatGPT to try to, like, publish a paper. Which sucks because it detracts from the work that, like, real people are doing that are very intelligent people actually, like, making progress in this field. As I'm not saying theft of wallet, like, if you're training it on your shit, you should be able to copyright monetize it. Yeah, I think that that's an interesting... I think that there's always going to be, like, a ton of nuance with this, and I think we're still figuring out a lot of this stuff too. So, like, copywriting and monetizing, I think you should be able to monetize outputs from LLMs. I don't think copyright. I think copyright is, like, out of the question for me. It just doesn't even make sense how it would even work. But, like, monetization on ethically trained stuff, I don't see, like, I don't have any, like, moral failings with that. Like I said, I like AI. I don't want to say I'm pro AI because that's just a whole other statement that's probably going to get me in trouble. But I hate where the field has gone in the last 4 or 5 years. It's very, very disheartening to have been in this field, saw that it can, like, do good work, and then all of a sudden it's just like, it's 5 years ago, how can we detect cancer earlier to save lives? And now it's like, how can we bully artists on Twitter faster? Like, okay. we fucking lost the plot somewhere. Remember when OpenAI got mad because the Chinese trained DeepSeek off ChatGPT stolen data? I don't know the full story behind that, but that's super funny. No, you can't steal our data. That's our game. We all hate Business Pro AI, Business Pro tech in general. I really dislike tech bros. I mean, basically anyone who's like C-suite or above, I'm just not fucking with at all. The good news is like people are still building very, very cool projects and products, and I think like it's disheartening to see where things are going right now, but I'm still optimistic in the long term. I think most of the stuff that's like oversaturating or overhyping AI, I think people are starting to understand like the other side of it. I've been saying it for years, but that's besides the point. People are starting to understand, and like I think ChatGPT like 5.0 or whatever coming out kind of drove it home for a lot of people. We're like, this is just the way advances in AI or / tech in general work. Where like all technology goes like this. Doesn't matter what it is. All technology is on this S curve. And like right here is when the hype starts. And like this is what happened with crypto. This is what happened with AI. You can even do this in AI, like going back, right? You say, okay, this is what happened with Gen AI. This is what happened with deep, what was it? Like deep learning. This is what happened with neural networks. This is what happened with genetic programming. All of it is like, holy shit, we did it. We found out the cure for everything in the world. AI will solve every problem. And then like 3 years later, you're like, hey, why isn't it getting any better? Isn't AIs ever taking lives? Is it because Silicon Valley pumped billions into it? Yeah, and it'll crash just the same way that crypto crashed, right? I do think AI has like in general more applications than crypto for sure. Like, because I think AI helps people out in their daily lives more than like owning $15 of Ethereum ever would. So like there's real applications for this. Do I think it's as much as people in Silicon Valley think it'll change people's lives? No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Genetic programming is still sick though. Love iterative improvement algorithms. I do too, so long as it's real GP. It's very, very rare that when you see GP, it's actually GP. I'll give an example. Someone who's actually, I think of, I don't want to say very highly, but someone who's been a big inspiration for me is like watching Code Bullet videos. But that's not genetic programming. I gotta come clean and let them know that I have 2 lists of things and I mutate them and combine them to make a better 2 list of things. That's not genetic programming. That's like you're doing like iterative selection and like doing local minimas and stuff, but that's not genetic programming. Genetic programming is a much bigger like net that you have to cast in like evolving architecture of like models, involving like inputs and how like actual nodes or whatever part of your model like interact with each other. It's not just I have 5 steps and I took the 2 best of the last like 10 generations and smushed them together. It's like you gotta put in a little more effort than that. But I don't. It's a fun buzzword. It's not a big deal. Sometimes when it was mostly known as machine learning, messing around with TensorFlow was kind of fun. Oh, for sure. Like, it was a different time when like, yeah, you would just, I mean, and like the models could run on your laptop too. Like I remember, NVIDIA had like the lifetime age transformation synthesis model, which was basically like a style transfer model. I could run it on my laptop. Like my MacBook that I had from like school or whatever could run this like cutting edge NVIDIA model, and you could literally go into like the code and mess with like the layers and whatever on like yourself. It was awesome. It was so cool. And now it's like you need 4 small nuclear reactors and a land area the size of like a small suburban city just to like know what to say when someone says thank you to your model. Like, how did we get here? This shit makes no sense, dude. It's so funny. But it's okay. I mean, it is what it is, and like I said, I think it'll curve out. I don't see AI getting, like LLM specifically, getting that much like crazy different from where it is now. You can kind of already see like GPT-5 and stuff are falling off. They basically ate the whole internet, and they're out of stuff to eat. And the way these like LLM models work is you just need more and more and more and more tokens, and we're kind of out of tokens. Like we did it. We found all the tokens, or like all the All right, yeah, fine. And people know LLMs. Like, oh, actually, those aren't the tokens. The tokens are the things that the model uses, like on the input layer. And actually, what you're thinking of is vector embedding. I know. Is vector embed? I know. I'm for the people. Okay. Got a steaming hot take. Oh. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Dude, I gotta get dinner at some point. 12:30. We are out of good training data. Was there ever good training data? Some of the hardest hitting questions have the most difficult answer, you know? Was there ever good training data? That's a tricky one. It's a tricky one to answer. Depends on who you ask, I suppose. Commence inbreeding. Genetic programming be like, dude, I don't know how to do this shader. British Empire, there you go. I want a shader where like I have part of this thing be transparent so that as you like get more stuff, it'll slowly fill up this gate so you can tell you're like upgrading it. I don't know how to do that. I want LLMs to replace minimum wage outsourced call centers. Once called Uber Eats support and went through a rotation of 9 people over a month who didn't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I agree with that. Because you just have this problem where like LLMs again are like, it's a soul draining job. I do agree with that. Yeah, me personally, I don't want people to get replaced with AI, and I also think that AI can help people do their jobs. So what I want is teams of people and AI doing jobs like that, where like all of a sudden the person only has to work 6 hours a day. They still get full pay. They only have to work 6 hours a day because AI empowers them to be more productive, and that they get like the benefit of that additional productivity. That's what I would rather see than like replace minimum wage workers. No. You still need humans in that chain just because AI isn't good enough, and we'll see if it ever gets good enough. You need a person. You just straight up, you need a person in that chain somewhere. It would be awesome if that person got more time off and more breaks and would have the same amount of productivity because their productivity is increased with AI. So don't replace people, just empower people better. Now they're more comfortable, they're happier, they're more productive just from like a general mood standpoint, right? So like the company wins because they have more productive people. The worker wins because they don't have to like have their soul crushed by a job as much, right? We could figure this out so that everybody has a better outcome. And it'll never happen. Because some CEO is going to be like, or I could save $10,000 this quarter, the only quarter that matters, if I just fired everybody. Wow, I'm a genius. And then 6 months later, the article comes out that's like, oh, this call center went from like 80% acceptance rate to 2% because it's just ChatGPT running in circles. Okay, cool. Yeah, glad this is where we're going. Companies cutting costs on support is the problem. It makes me mad because like we could just keep the ship going where it is. Have people use AI to make their day more productive, work less hours, be less stressed, be more productive in general because their life is easier with their job. The company makes more money. The people make more like money. We figured it out. Everyone could be happier, and we don't do it for some reason. Why did my music stop? Was I crashing out too hard? Did I get? It literally just stopped. I was listening to that. It's probably YouTube being like, are you still listening to that? YouTube. I was still listening to, yeah, video pause, continue watching. Yeah, YouTube, that's like your whole job. You play videos, just in case you weren't aware of that. I was on the phone earlier with this kind old man for an hour, and hanging up was legit painful because I want to send him a thank you card for saving me from the debt collector. He didn't have to. It's so much better, and like, now you have a more positive relationship with the company that runs the call center. Like, it could literally be beneficial for every single person, and instead we're going to make it worse for all three like parties involved in this transaction because one of the parties thinks it could maybe make them more money in the short term. What the fuck are we doing, dude? Like, how is this the outcome that we arrived to? Anyways, who wants to come work for my company? Apparently only have to work like 4 hours a day. 6 hours a day, you'll know it'll never happen. I know. Where's the line of assistance on won't the relaxed work make people codependent? I don't care. What if they rely on AI for their job? Okay. People just go to work because they like have to get paid. I don't care about the like intricacies of their relation. You should not. And don't take this the wrong way for anyone in chat, but like, you shouldn't derive that much value out of like the work that you do anyways, unless you are really passionate about what you do or whatever, or you're extremely lucky. Like if you are a person who just makes like burritos at Chipotle, you're just doing that job to pay rent, and that's like I empathize with you 100,000%. But at no point are you like, I'm doing this for the good of Chipotle. That's not. Don't do that. That's not what you should be doing with your life. That's fucked up. Call center dude can do their job in 5 hours. The company will make them do an additional job for the rest of the hours and pay them 0 more. I know, and it sucks, man. I can work for 350 USD per month. That's a pretty good rate. In third world countries, there's so many jobs you're forced to do too many things. I know, and it like, I mean, at some point, I'm just arguing all the way back to like why feudalism shouldn't have existed. But I think that sucks, and I don't think that that's the way that the world should be. Like, I think if technology keeps getting better and I can do my job in 3 hours, it shouldn't be that I can now do 6 jobs in a day. It's just that I should do the same job and do it in 3 hours, and then spend the rest of my time leisurely. The company makes the same amount of money. I make the same amount of money. The productivity is equalized across everybody. Like, everyone's happier this way. And it sucks that it's not going to be the direction we're going in. A friend of mine worked as a data engineer, social media manager, web dev. Yeah, it's not productive. Like, there's legitimate, like, tons and tons of studies about, like, how that context switching is detrimental to your ability to get work done. It's the same reason, like, a 1 hour meeting costs, like, a number you won't even believe. Like, a 4-person meeting costs the company, like, 15 hours in productive time or something. Because it's for each individual person. You're taking the hour for the meeting, the like hour before the meeting because they're like mentally preparing for it, the hour after the meeting because they have to like switch back to whatever task they were working on, right? And all of a sudden, those 4 people have 3 hours out of the day, and that's 12 hours of like productive time getting yoinked off of out of the company. It's insidious, man. Greed will win. Yeah, unless that Luigi guy keeps. Okay, let's stop. Maybe the same amount of work is not an option. I know, it sucks. It sucks. It makes me sad. I said that the stock market's burned. I don't want that to happen either, because like a lot of people that worked really hard throughout their life depend on the stock market for their retirement and stuff. But I think it would be nice if the workers got a lot of the benefits of all of these like changes in productivity. And we used to, until that funny little graph that showed like CEO pay versus regular person pay started to look a little different after a certain man was president. Reagan. Anyways, it's all good. Like the arc of history is long and trends towards the positive. So even if things are rough right now or don't make a lot of sense, it's hard to be living in this kind of time. But I'm optimistic in the long term. We got spam called on their wedding day. From the same company. Sheesh, man. I'm in a very privileged position where, like, if my company did that kind of stuff to me, I would just be like, no. Like, I'll just turn my phone off at my wedding. That's fine. Like, or I'll tell you what, I'll just block the number. But that's obviously not an option for everybody. A lot of people depend on those jobs for their entire livelihood, and if a company is forcing them to be in uncomfortable situations like that, a lot of people just have to like grit their teeth and bear it, because if not, they don't have a roof over their head, and that sucks. It sucks that people are like, we're that dependent on not even our labor, but like the assigned value of that labor by someone who's incentivized to assign it as little value as possible. It sucks. It's a bummer. We're building in Godot. We're building a slop game. Hey. If I were that reason in a country without laws, that's why I love living in Japan. One of the one of the very nice things about living in Japan, it's hard to fire. It's very hard to fire people without a very strong reason. Very privileged position where I'm in Europe and the laws are against that. I honestly Europe's getting more and more enticing for me to move to if I ever get bored of Japan. Because, like, if I get a software developer job in Europe, I get like 2 months off a year? What? You know how much I get at my current place? 10 days. That's basically 2 weeks. Japan is also hard to quit, though. Yeah. Well, yeah, yes and no. It's kind of funny, actually. It's hard to quit if you take the normal route. It's actually very easy to quit. Like, the laws are in your favor. It basically is at will for the employee. It's just, like, culturally very difficult to do that. And you might be like, well, why don't they just not do it that way? It's like, it's so much more intricately complicated than, like, just saying, like, it's a cultural thing would lend credence to. But a friend of mine had to fight 3 months to get an experience letter for a company that worked at for 2 years. Jesus Christ, man. Europe is hard to fire and easy to quit. Dude, I'm feeling it a little bit. I want 2 months off a year, honestly. I'll sell my soul to the company that gives me the most time off a year. Isn't the Japanese firing giving you no work? That's one of the things they'll do, yeah. There's that. There's lots of, I mean, like, the power harassment thing is also very, very real. And especially if you buy into that, like, culture of it, it can be very, very, like, it can be the reason people jump in front of trains, like, straight up. And, like, I'm not saying that as a joke. Like, it's the, like, harassment and stuff that you can experience on company stuff is not a joke. It's insane. Yeah. Which is, yeah, it's not great. Have you seen companies say we have infinite days off, which is the most toxic thing on the planet? Not if I get my foot in the door, we have unlimited days off company, 2 months a minimum a year. I'm coming in every other day. But yes, it is. Companies will do that because they realize employees actually take less time off. Because most people are freaks and won't take their time off until they're like, they've banked so much time off that if they earned any more, it wouldn't count as anything. So that's when they take their vacation, which is just like, what are we doing, man? It's just a job. Like, take time off. Get out of there. Dude. Anyways. What am I building in Godot? I'm building a video game. Look at this. I'm trying to figure out a shader thing right now. Where basically, I want to be able to shoot these gates, and as I do, I want them to, like, fill up a progress bar or something. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure out the shader fast enough or good enough that I really care. And I think I would rather just have, like, a progress bar next to it, which is easier to sync up. And if I want to make it more fancy in the future, I think I can make it more fancy in the future. But for now, I'm just going to make a progress bar. Google has it pretty good. They have forced time off. I'm not going to say working at any FANG company is having it good in the... I mean, the comp department is numbers that don't even make sense to me. But in the mental department, well, I don't know. I'll reserve my judgment. Like, when my time at Amazon was good and bad. I got extremely lucky with my team, and my manager were, like, just genuinely good people. But, like, at the same time, I had friends that worked at the same company as me, like, near my department, that were just burned alive from it. So it's just, I don't know. Working at FANG is a roll of the dice, I think. Family members at Google and Amazon, they're doing fine. It's a lot healthier than past companies, at least. I think it's maybe getting better. I don't know. It's just, I think you just roll the dice every time. If your team is good, your life is easy. If your team is like an on-call heavy, overtime heavy, like whatever, it's hard. And it's not even to like begin to count about like visa abuse that happens as well. Planning to move to Europe, but I remember in terms of rankings, Austria, Netherlands, and Poland are some of the best countries in terms of everything. Some countries are better in some things, but if you want all of them, these seem like the best. I think Netherlands would be like my top pick, honestly. Got a family member working in cybersecurity, so it might be worse there on average. I think maybe not as bad. Cybersecurity wise, I think like the stressful moments are probably a million times more stressful, but like, well, I don't know. The answer is I don't know. I don't know why I'm making a judgment on it. I guess because the people I worked with in cybersecurity seem pretty chill, but they could just be chill despite the world falling down around them. After the stream, should we raid Masaka? We probably will, yeah. You can almost count on it. I know quite a bunch, and while the crunch is pretty miserable, work-life balance is super duper healthy and sharp. Yeah, I think it is for some people. Like I've heard stories in both ways. I don't know. In general, I don't like companies that stack rank. I don't know if Google still does that anymore. Because I think your performance at a company is 60-40 individual performance, 40% just luck on what project you're on and if that project has good visibility or whatever. Oh, but you can just advocate for yourself. Stop talking, person who's in the 40% of lucky people. Yeah, that's how I feel about all that. Well, that was a great yap session, everybody. How much time do I have? Got a little bit. I need to get food still. Where are we at with the game stuff? Okay, so the gate thing, I'm just gonna do a progress bar for this. It has like the hit ability. Let me turn some of this stuff back on. I guess I want to make a progress bar? Even in France, there are also mandatory holiday where if the employee doesn't take it, the company can get in trouble. It's infinite with a minimum. It actually works. Damn, I gotta come live in France. I want more time off. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I currently have the option of actually taking more time off from like a I don't want to reveal too much information, but I actually do have that flexibility. I might take it if this game dev stuff becomes a bigger part of like the time I want to spend, i.e. if it becomes more profitable, that I could take more time off of work to work on it. So hey, go buy my game. You can't because it's free, but go buy my game, please. Support a starving dev by paying money for the game that you can't pay money for? Question mark. I haven't figured out the monetization thing yet. I don't think I'm that good at it. Let's add a progress bar. That's gonna go right here. Actually, I can put it on the gate. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. Show percentage, no thank you. Is there oh, I don't think you can anchor it this way I want. I guess I would do rotation. Rotation. I want 90 degrees, I think. So now when this fills up, it'll fill up vertically, I think. And I can do something like this. I do something like this. And then I could do like, if I set this to be like 50. It didn't work at all, huh? Oh, that's minimum value. There we go. Okay, yeah, look at that. Okay, that it's not great, but it works. Dev is currently starving because he hasn't ordered food yet. Oh, you're so right, Cobalt. I need to order food. I think the only thing open right now is like cocoa curry, which honestly, what a dub, but can't support a starving dev. I don't get limited time off for 38 hours, 42 minutes, urgent, ultra, 900 spins, SSR draws, and a free 50. You can expect us to buy your free game without sufficient amount of icky marketing sauce. So I do think I'm going to release two versions. I've talked about this a little bit. There will be a free version and a paid version. And they will functionally be the exact same game. There will literally be no difference. You can pay for the game that is literally free if you want to. Because I don't need your money. Like, I am doing fine. Not enough to take more time off of work, but I'm okay. Nobody worry about me. I'm not actually starving. I have a very good job that pays me very well to do my silly little AI projects, and I enjoy the work, even if I don't necessarily enjoy the products. I'm okay, don't worry. itch.io, pay what you want, Steam, actual paid products. I mean, I do like Itch's version of that, yeah. For like App Store, I don't think there's a easy way to facilitate that other than like a button in the game. I don't really... Not really messing with that either. But it's okay, I don't need to think about that right now. The free version will be free anyway, so who cares? Whatever, there's enough games that have random garbage in them. We don't need another game that's like 5% game, 95% ads. DLC that gives nothing? I kinda like that actually. I was thinking of making like skins maybe. Or like maybe if people really like this game and I want to add like extra characters, I would do that. Patreon. I actually have a Patreon. I don't think anyone has signed up for it. Wait, Patreon. Did I set this up correctly? Hang on. Yeah, Skygrade TV creator. I did. I have a patron. Currently I have 3 members. They're all non-paid versions. I don't have any paid benefits yet, but there probably will be. Maybe, possibly. I'm not the most trustworthy person. That should be like a Nightbot command. Not that you don't need nobody. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. Okay. Like it's okay. If I need help paying rent, you will be the first people to know about it. Okay. At the moment, sailing just okay. Everything is okay. Somewhat annoyingly, I'm even on track to like retire at a reasonable age, which is like, what the fuck is that in this economy? I don't think I'll ever own a house, but we can't all dream for the stars or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna set Starbucks flat, and then I can go here. Where I need corner radius, make it look real nice. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And then background color for this, I'm actually gonna be transparent. Now that I think about it. I just want it to be the background of the gate. Maybe TX Paint could even like hook us up with a better version of this. What's a good like color for this? Probably the same color as this. Yeah, give me that, please. That's a little dark, but if we just get it functional, it'll be all right. Something like that, and then I want a border radius on this as well. 5, 5, 5, 5. Like that. I'm gonna bump this up a little bit so it looks like it's more like in the bar a little bit. Down. So if you shoot the gate, this bar on the right will fill up. I'm not in love with it, but it'll do for now, I guess. Maybe like a slightly more techie color like that. Is there like a border on this? Is the radius too much? Maybe like 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, it's okay. That'll do. That's fine. So something like so. As you shoot the gate, this thing levels up, and then if it gets to the top, the gate will upgrade. Yeah. He's starving. Please send him money or Grubhub gift card. No, Cobalt. I can't. I order food too much. I'm doing my best to walk to the store every day and not order any food. Do not give me Grubhub. Do not. This is a vice I'm trying to eliminate from my life entirely. I just was not feeling well today, so I didn't get food. I'm going to order food right now, though. Give me... Oh, the store closed. Wait. Is there anything even open? McDonald's? I'd rather just starve, actually. Thanks. There's a curry place that's slightly further away. I could do that. Order again chicken cutlet curry? Yeah, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. And I want a little, give me some cheese in the curry. Yeah. And then, because I'm a little freak, I like to get sausage as well. Like a little, just yeah, a little sausage with my curry. It's good. I recommend you try it. There we go. Okay, sent. It says it's gonna get here in 9 minutes. How is that like temporally possible? What? That's not true. You're. I don't. We'll see what it actually turns out to be. There's no shot they can. Got the fucking tachyon delivery or some shit. What's going on with that? All right. Progress bar. You know, when that's zoomed out, it does not look that bad, actually. That's not terrible. That kind of works. I'm separating food 2 seconds later. Here's my order. Asatin, the store isn't open right now. I can't remedy it. Couldn't I just walk to the cone bean and get like a sandwich and some fruit? Why? Look, I fulfilled my part of the social contract where I gave out a bad excuse. Why couldn't you just take it? To be fair, it's 1 a.m. Yeah, I should be asleep right now, honestly. So it's actually 1 a.m. Oh no. I'm supposed to go to bed in 27 minutes ago. Why am I up? Because I was yapping, I was having a good time. I'm sorry. I should go to bed. I just ordered food. Oh, I fucked it all up. Oh no. Oh, it's Jover, I fear. Well, I can just eat the food and like Go to bed right after. It's not like I'm doing anything in the morning. So be it. Okay. Games night right now. I do want to do. I think Terraria is the next games night. If anyone else wants to participate, we run a games night like every weekend or every other weekend where we all come together and play games like Jackbox or whatever. It's really fun if you want to do something to do on a Saturday night night for me. I guess it's daytime for most of everyone else. Well, I think this week it's gonna be Terraria. So yeah, I don't know if you're into that. Can you sleep right after eating though? No, not in a comfortable way, but as long as I don't eat too much, it should be okay. I'll maybe stay for like an extra half hour. If I get like 7.5 hours of sleep tonight, that's probably good enough. I normally get, I'm not going to say the amount I normally get because people are going to make fun of me. I gotta get up at 9:30, so if I go to bed at 2, that's not unreasonable. I think I can do that. Probably. When's my food going to get here? In 8 minutes after the like spaceship lands in my front yard or whatever the fuck. It says 21 minutes now. Okay, that still seems unreasonable, but I guess like that one doesn't like break the laws of physics as much, I suppose. Okay. This thing, I want to line this up. I do need to grab water real fast though, because I yapped too much and my throat kind of hurts. Would anyone kill me if I have 20 minutes till my food gets here. Would anyone kill me if I ran an ad real quick while I get water? Yeah, why am I asking? I'm in charge here, not you. All right. I hope you get a car commercial. Nah. I'll be right back. I hope I... If anyone's ever curious, by the way, why I am mute for 90% of the streams recently, it's because when I'm not muted, look how much progress we got done. It's a little suspect, a little suspect on today's progress amount, I would say. we got a lot done. I mean, we got all the special attacks done actually, which is kind of sick. The yap is tasty. I do love yapping. I'm surprised we ever got anything done during a wild jam while I was like on a hot mic. That doesn't make any sense. We made all of Gambit while I was talking. Let me pull up Gambit. Game is sick. Mostly because the music is really good and the sound effects are really good and Pyam is just an incredibly talented artist. We made this in a week. Okay, it's gonna be really loud. Shush you. Hang on. Pause. Music volume down. Dude, we made this entire like fun little dice tower defense in a week while I was talking this much. I used to have the sauce apparently. Now it's, I don't know, I'm just talking too much. Now we're building this little phone game, huh? I'm quite happy with the little phone game so far. He was coded with it. There was a time. At least we had a nice conversation. Absolutely. And thank you everybody for being great participants in said conversation, being very respectful of everybody too. Washed streamer. No, I'm not washed. I insist as I turn into folded laundry. That joke doesn't land as fast without like the corn cob bit. The gray sauce. Do not eat the gray sauce. Ugh. I don't like that. Spread shot chance. We need this to be 0 at the start of the game because you haven't unlocked it yet. Okay, so in the gates. Sorry, my voice is. I'm still a little more sick than I thought. I'm not washed as cat who smells strongly of shampoo. Now that's a better one. I should have reached for that. Okay, so when we get hit by a thing, we should have some ability to upgrade the gate. Now for now, I'm just gonna say every time you hit the gate, it gets 0.1. We're gonna get the gate. We're gonna update the gate like value. So first of all, we're gonna say if gate shooting unlocked. Well, hang on. If gate shooting unlocked, then we're gonna say that this progress bar is visible. So this would be the gates upgrade progress bar like this. Let me change this. Oh, not the type. Change, rename. Gates upgrade progress. I mean, we all know it's the progress bar, but there you go. I'm out of time. Have a wonderful rest of your streams, guys. Nice to chat. Yeah, you as well. Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to see another AI dev left parenthesis derogatory right parenthesis around. I went out to the groomers a month ago and it still smells like their shampoo. This is unrelated. I love dogs. I want a dog so bad. I'm getting a cat first because just that's more of like a physical space occupancy thing. But dude, I miss my dogs. I had dogs when I lived in America. Well, my parents had dogs. I guess I just existed at their house at the same time as them or whatever. But oh my God, dude, I love animals so much. I want a dog. I want a Siberian Husky and I want to take it running with me. And then people are going to say like, won't it overheat because it gets, so they get really hot when they run? No, idiot. Their coat works both ways as an insulator to keep them cool when it's hot and to keep them hot when it's cool. It just helps them maintain their current body temperature. But obviously I'll still like run with ice water with me because that's just, I mean, dogs can't cool off as well as humans can, obviously. Hey, I dev derogatory VT in Game Dev. I will say recently I've enjoyed Game Dev a lot more than AI Dev, but I imagine if AI Dev swings back to the part where it's like I'm sitting there in a Jupyter notebook all day doing like fun projects like building my own models or whatever, because that is just fun. Yeah. Can't wait for me to have a dog. Me too. I'm so excited. But once I gotta walk before I run. I think I need to I think my long-term plan is like get PR in Japan, then buy a house. Because if I have PR, it makes it a lot easier to buy a house. Like a small house. I'm not like living it up. Just there's lots of small houses you can get in Japan. Not in the city, but not in the countryside. And then I can have a dog with like an actual yard. Would be like the best. PR is permanent residence in Japan. I will be applying for it soon-ish. But also to allow me to do like more game dev stuff. Because currently I need my job for my visa. So like if I lost my job... Actually, if I lost my job, my visa would still be valid through the end of its contract. But like I can't switch to doing game dev on my current visa. If this ever did like take off. Not that we'll burn that bridge if we ever get to it. But yeah, it's just a little weird to have like my residency status tied to my job. I feel like it's very restrictive. So even if I had PR, I would still be working at my current job, obviously. But like, yeah, I'm gonna apply for that so I can do whatever I want. And then if you have it, if I'm only on an engineering visa, like a lot of places won't let me buy a house or like an apartment or whatever, because they don't know if I'm gonna stay here long term and they don't want like the liability of it, which I understand. Is it a little bit racist? I'll let the courts decide that. Okay, so we're gonna say this visible is true. Otherwise, this thing will have visible equals false. We're also gonna set this to be. We're also gonna set the. What? There we go. We're gonna set this to be between 0 and 1. And the step will be 0.001. I don't know, why not? So we're gonna do something like this, and then we're gonna also set the current value to be 0. And we're also gonna hide it at the start of the game. So this will be visible if we have the upgrade to unlock this thing. Then on hit by projectile, we're going to update the gate upgrade progress, and then we're also gonna say gate upgrade progress bar dot value is going to equal, and I think since this is already normalized, we can just do that. And that should be fine. And then if this rolls over, then we're going to upgrade the gate. We haven't upgraded that function yet, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. So if I go to our player character and I say gate shooting upgrade unlocked equals true, what we should see is a gate, and we should be able to shoot it. And when we do that, little progress bar should go up. Let's see if we see it. So there's a gate. I'm going to shoot the gate. I don't see a progress bar. Something is not hooked up correctly. Okay, what's not hooked up correctly? This is set to true. Let's go to our gate scene. Maybe it didn't get set correctly. Let's go here. Oh, I know what it is. I don't even, I can one tap this. If I go to the gates manager, it's, yeah, this needs to go before the add child. Okay. So this gets set in the ready frame. Okay, so here we go. Now it'll work. Now it'll work. Now it'll work, and nothing will ever be broken. Okay, well. It's not visible, huh? What's the key for this? Visible. Fit. What's your thing? I thought it was visible. Visibility? It is, I just probably spelled it wrong, huh? On base of object type null instance. Oh, you think this is null? Why do you think this is null? Oh, because I named it something differently? Okay, yeah, fair enough. I hate when the code just does what I tell it to do, dude. It's so disappointing. Okay, visible. Let's try it now. Well, we know the reference is like firing correctly. That's a good start. Okay, let's try again. I have the gate. I'm gonna shoot the gate. I still don't see a progress bar. Why don't I see that progress bar? And breakpoint that. See how we're doing here. Why did the breakpoint not fire? Oh, because the gate hasn't spawned yet. Okay. Let's see. Gate shooting unlocked is true, which means that this should be set to be true. So let's step forward 1 frame here. Gate value. Oh wait. Well, this doesn't matter. This is set to 0, so I won't see it until I shoot the gate, I guess. If I step forward 1 frame, do I see that this thing is visible? UI. Nope, it's not on the UI. It's gates manager, gate node. This thing, visible, is true. Okay, so I can see it. So then this must not be firing because the projectile doesn't track to the right layer yet. Of course. Of course. Projectile. You need a mask to gate upgrade hitbox. And should the other ones be able to hit the gates too? I don't think so. I don't think like the special attack should be able to power up gates. Okay, so now we should see everything work. It's gonna break point. Okay, my bad. So if I shoot this, do I see a little progress bar? There's a little progress bar. Maybe it's not getting this yet. Area enter.connect, hit by projectile. This is missing a reference. This would be area, projectile area is an area 2D. That's why this wasn't firing, so now it should fire. 1 time. Please. Yes! Do you see it? Do you see the little progress bar? It's working! Yay! Ow. Stop attacking me! Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I died. Bruh. Dude, this gate shooting upgrade sucks. It works though. So I can shoot this. I don't have enough dudes to like power up the gate yet. But maybe like the lower gates can go from like 2 to 3 pretty fast. Let's see if I can... Oh, the boss has like no HP. My stream is at 480p. You probably can't see this at all then, yeah? Just eat that bit rate. It's all, you'll just have to take my word for it. When you play the game, of course. See? I know how to advertise. Okay. Gate upgrade progress here. My moment, my head hurts, so also no. You'll just have to believe me. I believe you. Thank you. Thank you. Hydrate. Thank you, Katra. Also, welcome back. Okay, so I mean, if you had like 100 dudes, you're powering up a gate from like 2 to 3. Maybe you limit the... I don't know. I think this is fine. I think this is... We have the levers for this. We can always tweak it later. To upgrade the gate, what we're going to do is say gate value. I think it's called value. Yeah, gate value plus equals 1. And when we do that, we want to upgrade the text to... This is projectile node. What? Where am I right now? No, this is the gate node. I don't know. What? I don't know what just something in my brain just short-circuited. How do we update the text? Where do we update the text? Gates manager, new gates, set gate value. This is what, okay, so we're gonna say set gate value. We're gonna say gate value plus 1. And that should update all of the other garbage with it. So let's set this to be a bigger number, like let's say 0.5, so that way we can see this update real fast. Yeah, what's up, Crow Gamer? Welcome in. We can do this. Thank you for testing the API. It's currently broken, but I appreciate the test nonetheless. Get another dude, then we shoot this gate. It should upgrade to 4, and it did! Let's go! You will follow me when I ask for people to ride with me to Rohirrim? I don't remember Lord of the Rings all that good. There was a good joke in there somewhere. Just pretend that I made it. Okay, so gate upgrade progress will all up for you like this. Like here? And then when we do this, we need to upgrade we need to update this value too. So I'm gonna do this at the end so that way it catches both of the updates like that. Cool. You may have noticed that the created character API is also broken. Rest in peace, Lava Lamp. You were a real one. All right, so we do this. We have 2 characters now, so I can shoot this and upgrade it real fast. And it's at a 4 now. So I need another dude. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, I need another dude. I'm gonna upgrade, and then I'm gonna shoot the gate to upgrade the gate. Now it's a +5 gate. Do you see? Do you see we're making a video game, everybody? I can't believe that actually works. Kind of sick. All right, I'm gonna say this is like 3-4 then. Sweet. Why is it broken? There are some questions I'm incapable of answering. YouTube, did you stop playing because you wanted to ask if I was still watching YouTube? Yes, I am still watching it. Okay. It's happening. I can't believe it's a video game. We're video gaming. Gate shooting, gate base amount. I don't think that's correct. I think it's gate spawn timer. Faster gates. Cool. Okay, so the last thing I need is on the player. Player stats. Player stats. We're gonna set this to be false at the start of the game, and then we're gonna have gate spawn cooldown is already here, and it actually is already hooked in, so this actually works. We need to hook up the cards now. So card hookups, and if any of you think that I'm a competent programmer, I need everyone that thinks that to just close your eyes for a little bit, okay? You can still listen to my voice, just close the tab. I know I'm on your second screen anyways, so just whatever game you're playing on the main monitor, start playing that game, okay? Just keep everyone good. We're not gonna look at the code that's about to pop up on the screen. Everyone okay with that? All right, we're gonna go to the player, and instead of building the enum like I should have, I'm just doing everything based on the name of the upgrade. So yeah, there you go. Let's look up the rest of these. So we have, what are the cards? Card select GUI like this. Nope. Main here. We have gate shooting. Let's go ahead and hook that up. So if I go to resources, gate shooting. Gate shooting. What is this key? Modified stat key. Name is gate shooting. Unlocked ability. Okay, so we have ability unlocks here. Elif. So I guess else it is a power up unlock. So we're gonna say match power up dot unlocked ability. This, and then we're gonna say gate shooting like this. We're gonna say player stats dot gate shooting is gate shooting unlocked equals true. We also need to clear these out of the card queue once you upgrade them. I didn't think about that. Card clearing. This is not a card thing. It's so different. Like that. What I mean by card clearing is like you should only be able to do the unlock ability one time. And I guess there's like card unlocked cards. E.g. first is unlock. I don't want to deal with this actually. We're just gonna clear the cards from the unlock queue. All right, what's next? What's another one that we have? We have faster shots, gate shooting. We have gate spawning. Gate spawning. So we're gonna go to player. Gate spawning is not an unlock. This, and I think that's what it's called. I should just go. Actually, I should just go to the resource folder, huh? Classes, power-ups. Faster shots. So this is fire rates. We already have that one. We have gate shooting. It's an unlock. We have gate shooting there. We have gate spawning. This gate spawn rates, and this will be player stats dot gate spawn cooldown, and we're gonna say times 0.95 times equals 0.95, and these are all levers that we can tweak later. Okay, improved gate shooting. Gate level modifier is the modified stat key. This is an unlock, dude. Yeah, this is gonna be gate shooting. shooting. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't like that in the first place. Multi-shots chance, I think we already have. We do. Piercing shot is pierce count, which we already have. Spread shot, we already have. Spring rain is an unlock, so we're gonna do it here. Player stats. Dot spring rain. True. Tornado like this. More tornado. Say player stat. Whoa. Don't yell. Player stats dots. Tornado. It's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh. Okay. Look at this guy. Okay. Oh, this is an unlock one. For like leveling up the thing faster. I'm not worrying about this right now. I'm just not including that. That also means that these should be good. And then we need one more thing on the actual card. So we're gonna have something like this. Export, well, I guess is unlocked does the same thing. If it's an unlocked card, it should get itself out of the list if I select it. My food's here. Pause. Hopefully no one heard my very shitty Japanese. Okay. So, card hookups is done. Card clearing on unlocked ability. So there you go. Damn, got a lot of stuff done today. Look at that. That being said, my food is here. And as much as I would love to have a stream where we all watch me eat food, first of all, I'm a VTuber, so it's not physically possible. But second of all, I am going to go enjoy my food while watching Meisaka play Factorio. So, if you'd like to come with me, raid Meisaka. We're going to go over here. Thank you for hanging out and watching, everybody. If you want to join the Discord, that should have been posted like 1,000 times in chat anyways, I'll ping you when there's another stream. Isn't that neat? For those of you on the YouTube side, YouTube doesn't have a raid, so I don't know what to tell you. I see roguelite. Oh, it's roguelite, not roguelike. Wait, what? Roguelite. I don't know how to spell. I'm dyslexic. All right. Don't be pulling that stuff while I'm here in front of. I'm running out of steam. I need to go eat my food and go to bed. Bye. And by YouTube, you're special. You get a separate ending.